Welcome back to Entertainment Banter. My name is Joel.
And I'm Matt.
And for this evening's Entertainment Banter, Matt's going to talk for 30 minutes about how there's a raccoon stuck in his garage.
We skipped a pod, right? We said we're gonna call it out, so let's call it out. We went.
You called. I
calling us out.
We had
it was a life or death battle fighting a raccoon.
Last Saturday, I had to fly to Maine to get this raccoon for Matt. I didn't fly to Maine. Come on.
You didn't fly to Maine. Maine man in L.A. Yeah, no. Yeah. Let's move on, shall we? We'll talk about my rodent problems later.
You consider a raccoon a rodent?
Aren't they rodents?
They're little bandits with gloves.
Little bandits with
and
gloves.
Masks.
They're little cute little devils until you get close. They start hissing at you.
Hey, at least they're wearing masks.
Touche, sir. Touche. Well, I know I won't get corona from him. Oh, shit.
Oh, damn.
That was good, Joel. That was good.
So tonight's reality.
Today's reality is
we're a reality show, and we're going to talk about reality TV shows in general. And what we mean by that, not just your basic Survivor or Kim Kardashian bullshit. We'll even touch base on Party Sports.
Or even game shows.
Anything that is like, it's unscripted. But to me, reality TV shows are not unscripted completely because they have a premise behind it to push an agenda. They still TV shows always push an agenda, and reality TV shows are no different. They're still pushing an agenda. It's just there's no script, and they're getting real people. They're
totally scripted, but they do a good job about getting the reactions they want. Like, it's like, right before you film the scene, you tell the kid, I just ran over your dog. Okay, now action. And they start crying, and so that's reality TV. That's what they're good at.
And they definitely like causing shit in the reality TV shows. Like, even like back in the early beginning of reality TV shows, The Real World. They told
that was a great one.
Like, you got to start shit with your friend over there. Like, of course they're going to. I mean, it's for ratings.
Or just bring this up. I want you to go over there and you have to mention this and see what they say.
And we'll even go as far as talking about reality TV shows to now the more common ones that people watch more than anything are YouTube and TikTok. But Matt just learned what TikTok was today.
No. I've known of its existence, but I didn't understand. See, back in the we're getting ahead. I feel like this was supposed to be at the end of the conversation.
I'm just mentioning. I'm just giving a summary of what we're talking about.
I'm gonna suppress my anger on TikTok right now because I just
so reality TV shows on TV. Like my first introduction to reality TV shows as a wee lad was Survivor with my mom because she had to watch Survivor. She had to watch it. That was my first, and then I found out about Real World. That was before that, of course, and all that.
See, that was me. I was a Real World person. Like, that was the first time ever where they would take 7 strangers and put them in a house and blah blah blah. And this is the real world.
But that was on MTV, right?
It was on MTV, yeah.
But wouldn't you consider
music television for all you? It's not millennial television. It's music television.
It's music that goes into your eye.
And it killed the music industry, according to some, music videos killed the rock star.
Would you consider, like, I was just thinking just now, would you consider like shows like Double Dare, and Guts?
Well, that's why I mentioned. That's why I mentioned game shows because in a lot of ways they are kind of reality TV. Because again, it's set up, it's scripted, but you don't know what the people are going to say. You don't know how they're going to react. Because some of my favorite ones, I don't remember the name of
Wheel of Fortune.
Jeopardy, yeah, those are educational ones. But I was going to say like the kid ones for me growing up. There was this one, I don't know what it was called. And this is before the Legend of the Hidden Temple or whatever the hell it was called.
Yeah.
But there was one before it, and it was I don't know what it's called, some kind of like house, but people basically you did challenges, and if you won all the challenges, then you got to run through this house, and it had all these different traps in the house. And
it's not the video game one?
There was a ball pit area, and there was other things that would slow them down, but they had to get these price tag things, and some of them were some of them were prizes, like a bike or something. And I always thought that was fun because that was a reality show in a way where like you didn't know where the kid was going to go or what they were going to do,
That's a similar one I just remember now to the video game one where it was like about video game questions. It was like a game show, and then whoever won at the end actually got put into a video game, and you got to see them on the screen, and they're on a green screen, I guess, and they're trying to do the game.
Yeah.
And that was such a cool show too. I've always, like, when I was younger, I always wanted to be on it. Like, my goal in life was to go on to Guts and get that trophy at the end.
Well, it's like those Japanese game shows too, where like they do all these ridiculous things, like
Whiplash or Wipeout.
I think the physical game shows it was MXC would do it. You know what I mean? You'd watch it on MXC. Do you remember that?
Like Hoop Hoop Blast
or American Gladiators.
Hoop Hoop Blast.
Like American Gladiators. You didn't know what they were gonna do, but you just want to get to that tennis ball gun and start shooting. You know what I mean? Right. That was our reality television. That was to me. That was fun because that inspired me to go outside and throw tennis balls at somebody.
Or even WrestleMania to this day is still like the biggest reality TV show like ever.
Yes, so absolutely.
People, when I was younger, I remember it was like, oh, it's so real. It is so fake, and it's just like, sorry, listeners, if that's what you're into.
I actually have a good friend also named Nick. So all our friends are named Nick.
All our listeners are Nick. The bald Nick, the girl Nick.
I actually helped him in college to try to get into WWE for reals because we were doing videos at the time, and I was trying to help him do his broadcasting because they were doing it was, again, another reality thing where it was a competition, sending videos, and they aired it on television. But that's true. So sports, no brainer, right?
No brainer, total. You never know what's going to happen.
Total reality television. It's set up like there's rules and regulations and blah blah, but you don't know the outcome supposedly. The only thing is modern stuff though. Like I think what prompted this for me was that before this coronavirus hit, which is kind of sad because I don't know if they're going to continue the show. Was I was watching the Lego Masters, and I just thought this is really really campy for multiple reasons. But it was like a train wreck. I had to keep watching it because it was so bad.
It's so bad. I only watched one episode. I couldn't get past. I mean, what's his name? Batman is the host, right? What's his name? Who's the voice?
Yes, he is.
The voice of Lego
Arnett.
Batman. Yeah. And you can tell he's not into it.
No, he's not.
He's not.
But you know how it is to do productions like that. And like the funny thing is, Joel, the editors do a great job, but they're there for over 10 hours building Legos.
15 hours,
sometimes 15 hours. Yeah, and I'm just thinking, if I was a host that had to be there just in case something happened in 15 hours, look, damn well that guy walks off the set after he does a couple of things and comes back in 7 or 8 hours. You know what I mean? Like
I'm taking a nap.
Comes back, he's like, you're required to be here for 8 hours, so you have a choice. You can do your first 4 hours now, you can do your first 4 hours later, or two.
I wonder. I absolutely wonder how that is.
There's no way. If he actually's
or it's
there
constantly
the whole time,
playing,
I'd be mind blown.
Maybe it's constantly playing, like he has his dressing room and he's like, or his trailer, and he has a video of it constantly
right, and they
playing.
just call him out.
They call him out, or he sees something interesting and he wants to address it, so he comes out there right away.
Right, exactly. That's probably more likely what happens because I'm thinking like I shoot the intro, I go home and play with my kids, watch a movie, come back. There's no way in hell I'm sitting there for 15 hours.
It's so annoying too, like that.
But you know what?
Brand
new
married couple, I fucking hated him.
Oh God, there's so many problems with the people they picked. The thing about it too is like, we'll get into that in a second. I could do a whole pod on Lego.
I know, because I just want to talk about how like they thought the people who came in, the builders of the real Lego company came in, and they're all cheered them like they knew them like celebrities. I'm like,
they did. No, they actually did. Well, here's the thing too. Thank God, like I'll give Netflix credit where credit's due, but they gave like a really good Lego documentary a little while ago. Because they, of course, now this pandemic probably ruins everything, but they built a very nice Lego facility, like to honor Lego, where they're from. I forget, over in Europe. I can't remember where it is exactly, but they built this beautiful structure there. So if you're ever in Europe and you want to go find out more about Legos, it's awesome. And that was the real first testament to Lego, because Lego almost went under numerous times. They were very, very much in trouble on more than one occasion, and they were always adapting. But anyways, the Lego Masters show, you could tell like they started doing that producer thing where it's like, we're not going to get rid of anyone, even though we were supposed to, because it's one of those things where it's like, they had nothing to work with. You know what I mean?
They didn't get rid of anybody?
They didn't want to get rid of their moneymaker crybabies. Does that make sense? Even though their Lego builds were the worst of the worst, they didn't want to get rid of them, so they had to keep them. So like, no one's going this week, like stuff like that was happening a lot.
So wait. So I didn't watch many more after I didn't watch any after the first episode.
Oh, I'm not telling you, Joel. You're going to have to watch them.
No, F you. I wonder if they got rid of people.
My son, I got so excited. I'd be like, hey, what's tonight? He's like, like, one of the funniest lines was like, "I don't think you understand Legos," and like I just ever since then I was just like, people are like, you got gay couples crying in corners, one at middle-aged men, I should say, it doesn't even matter if they're gay, middle-aged men crying in corners over Legos. You got a couple that's like, our whole world's beginning and we bond with Legos, and then you got like the father-son duo that's like, you know, like, I really love you, Dad. I really love you, son. And then you got like, then you got the two brothers. I think, you know, one was dying from cancer and recovered, and the other one, those black brothers. I actually didn't mind those guys, but they didn't last long. And then, they
got later. They're gone.
And then they had like this. I don't know where the hell they found these two guys, but like they were the ones that drove me absolutely batshit crazy. Were the two white guys? One was like a teacher and like just
and the other one's
gave
like a
this
jock,
air
right?
of like perfection, and then the other one looked like he was constantly drinking steroids and like reacting to him like on live television. Like, to me, I was just like, what? Like, these people, like I pictured them as like a murder team. Like when they're not building Legos, they're like seeing how they can kill people with Legos. Like, I just like, where the hell did they find these people? And I'm sure I'm forgetting some other groups. There's an older lady and a younger
the old ladies,
two
right?
older ladies.
Yeah,
you know, and that was great. Like they were like making Legos from like the 60s, so like they're still doing block houses, like no design whatsoever, but they're like, look, it's a nice little block house, you know. I pictured like they were like the Bob Rosses of Legos. This is turning into Lego Masters, Joel. This is no longer reality television.
We're gonna put a nice little bush over here. It's gonna look a pretty little
I gotta
bush.
stop talking about it. But the point I'm making is, when I heard that line, I don't think you understand Legos. Everybody in that show, like, Legos were life and death to them. Life and death. And I looked at my wife and I was like, if you're crying over fucking Legos, I think you got bigger problems. You know what I mean? Like Legos are a toy designed to make people happy, to literally bring people together, and everyone here is crying over Legos. I can't get over this show, how stupid it is right now.
I'm not gonna watch another episode. Nick, you should try it out.
I wanted to watch it to see if they did anything creative, and some of it was cool, but I've seen people do better things. And
we had that Lego thing next to the park.
Yeah, exactly. And I just, Legoland has things there too. Obviously, that have been like 30 years out of style.
I had a buddy's buddy got hired at Lego, and the interview process was, here, build something out of Legos for us.
Right.
They wanted to see a creative process, and I'm like, so you get to play with toys all day. I feel like I can't do that anymore.
Well, maybe, I bet you could, especially if you like had a few beers before going to the interview. I'm sure you'd be fine. Like, what is that? It's a dildo. No, I'm just
oh my God, it breaks apart inside.
Yeah, the real fun is trying to get all the pieces out.
Oh boy, going to the doctor and explaining that one. I mean, I guess you could explain toy cars. You can explain. I mean, whatever you're into, man. Whatever you're into.
I didn't find any Legos, but there was a gerbil. No, I just I don't know, man. Like, so reality television. So all
right, moving on from Lego Masters.
I like watching early on for a little while. I like the ones that are creative. So I stemmed to the Lego Masters. I got drawn into Lego Masters for the creativity, to see what they could build, but I end up staying for the morons. I like other shows.
I like HGTV reality because I like seeing the house remodels. I'm all into house remodels these days.
Right.
So watching what people do for the money they have, I don't like it because when they go to Southern California, it's nothing I can do because it's so expensive. But when they do things like other states, I'm like, oh, that's cool. How much did that cost? Nothing? Cool. But I like watching those kind of reality TV shows for sure.
Me too. And I like, the wife and I like watching the cooking ones or the restaurant rebuilds.
That's fair. They draw you in, though, no matter what it is. Like, I say I don't watch them, but if someone turns one on, like when I was living with my friends on the road, one of our dancer friends, she turned on like murder mystery ones, and I'm like, Sasha, I don't want to watch this shit. And then I get drawn in, and like she goes to the bathroom. She comes back.
What's murder mystery? You mean
murder
like
mystery,
unsolved
like unsolved mysteries, or
well, those are actually old school ones too.
Or
yeah,
murder mystery files,
yeah.
like how this murder went. And like she comes back after the bathroom, or she took the dog out. She comes back. She just looks at me, and I go, Sasha, so this bitch right here is totally the killer. They're gonna announce it later. She totally killed her husband. Wait for it. She goes, what's wrong? I'm like, I'm just into this now.
That's funny. That's a good point. Like Cops, the original show Cops, like that's like first form of reality television too.
Yeah, that's
but
true.
For me, there was this window of opportunity in the early 2000s where reality television they actually had what I would call a quality platform before they started doing Kardashian shit and what was it, Paris Hilton show, like they actually had like a quality to it. So like, for example, I liked watching American Choppers. I liked watching them build bikes and with specific goals in mind.
Or like Monster Garage.
Yeah, something like that. But I thought American Choppers was cooler. And then, of course, then you see like the ugly side of the dynamic of their families. It just adds to the show. But then there was other shows like Gold Rush was okay, like one season of Gold Rush. And then
Duck
Deadliest
Dynasty.
Catch, Duck Dynasty is another popular one. But like for me, like I can never get tired of like Iron Chef or what was it called? Chopped.
Iron Chef's with the Bam, right?
No, I think that was like a talk show, wasn't it? That was
that was like put some spice in it. Bam. What's his name?
Yeah, no, that
makes
what
fun of it.
Yeah, no, that was
it's a cook. It's
oh
a
my
chef.
gosh, I can't remember his name. But Ratatouille was making a similar joke about that guy. Like it was impersonating that guy a little bit.
But then who's the guy that yells at everybody? Is that Hell's Kitchen?
That's Gordon Ramsay.
Gordon Ramsay who calls like if that chicken was more raw, it'd be bucking up my tree
But see, those cooking shows were based on him yelling at everybody. That people watched to see how pissed he got.
Right.
Not to see it like with Chopped, for example. You open up a basket and it's like, okay, you got some crackers, you've got some cheese, and you've got a severed head. Make something.
Well, it's just interesting you said that people watch it for his yelling. I sparked a question. So I think a lot of people watch these reality TV shows to see disasters. Like people, if you ask a lot of people,
they want to see people fail in a sick sort of way.
And if you watch NASCAR, people are watching to see a car accident.
Yes,
you're looking for these major disasters. You're watching for someone to fail. You want to see the failures.
Right, Legos falling apart. Yeah,
Legos falling apart. We're back to Legos.
Absolutely.
Even like Survivor, you're waiting for someone to die from starvation or something. Who knows?
Well, that will never happen.
Or even Fear Factor.
But you want to see how naked they get and how crazy they start humping trees.
Or Fear Factor. You want to see the grossest things they eat, like the testicles of a goat. You want to see what they're going to do.
Fear Factor. That was awful. Absolutely.
That was a real.
My father wanted me to do Amazing Race because we traveled a lot.
Amazing Race, yeah.
And I told him no because we probably would be successful. Like my dad and I would have been butting heads every step of the way, and I could not. I love my dad, so I wouldn't want to kill him on live television. You know what I'm saying?
My little sister literally wanted me to teach her to drive stick because she thought she can go on an Amazing Race, and she figured if we got a car that was manual, she'd be ready.
That's funny.
But moving on, let's talk about some YouTube. Let's go to YouTube. YouTube, how it's changed from these TV shows that people watch. They're still out there, but now we're doing YouTube. YouTube's a major.
I think it's tough because there's a couple of factors. I think that back before the Coronaville, I feel like YouTube was just one of those platforms where people just wanted to show off and get stupid, get memes or memes or likes, and then they get money through advertising. That's what YouTube was. Then some people actually use it for actual beneficiary things. Like I've used it numerous times to take apart laptops to figure out how to replace things. So it's an educational forum to some extent. But then like now, and I think this is because of coronavirus, people are trapped inside even more. Like I started hearing words like TikTok, showing my age, but I'm like, what the hell is TikTok? And then you showed me an example, and I'm like, okay, so that's just people doing 5 seconds of silly crap. And I'm like, in my head, I did that in high school. We made our own little fun 5-minute videos of stupid characters we cared.
I have videos.
You know what I mean? That's what we did. We actually came up with stories with these characters. We didn't just do 5-second clips of stupidness. And I'm wondering,
mental capacity now. I think
that's what I'm saying. Like it's a millennial mental capacity where it's like we
not
can't,
even that. It's Gen Z, right? Even
it's like an ADD syndrome. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, I feel like it's like we can't watch more than 5 seconds worth of stuff because I'm not entertained anymore. And if that's the culture we're currently living in, which is possible, that's crazy. You have to capture someone's attention in less than 5 seconds and have a beginning, a middle, and end.
It goes deeper than that, though. If you're talking about it, because like you're talking about like my parents. When someone got a job, like even your parents, you got a job, you held it for 20, 30, 40 years. That was your job you got. You stayed with that company forever. That was the mindset. Nowadays, people stay for like 5 years and they go, time for a change, time for an upgrade.
I will say I've been guilty of that too, but I also stem that from my upbringing. I was uprooted every 4 or 5 years. There was nowhere I lived more than 4 years usually.
You may have lived in Germany at the same time as Sarah McKay, but anyways.
Oh, really? That's funny.
Yeah, she lived in Germany for a while, too, from, like, age.
That's funny.
I think she said 2 until 16 or something like that.
Oh wow, yeah. Maybe. But yeah, so like for me,
I said her full name on this.
You totally did. That was actually a fake name for a boy named Jeremy, but we will get into that later. So anyways, no, it was one of those things where I'm guilty of it too. I think the longest I've worked for a company is like 12 years, because I don't want to get stagnant, and I like learning new things. So I think, but not every, I don't get a summer job and I quit.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm staying with the same company. I've been with the same company for almost 8.5 years now, going on 9.
Right.
And
but how many companies prior to that? Because you're a little younger than me, but not by much.
Well, I think the careers you and I chose are a little different to stay with something. I think
that's a good point.
I think you and I are sticking to the same career. So
yes. And that's true. And that our profession, you have to keep working.
You have to keep working and bouncing. When I was younger, from age 20, about 22 until about age 25, I worked at 10 different theaters constantly.
So are you telling me like every millennial in America is basically an entertainment whore now, and just they're bouncing from TikTok gig to TikTok gig?
Yeah, no, they're even worse. They're like, a lot of those millennials are doing like, oh, I'm a bank accountant, and people think, oh, you're going to stay as a bank accountant, you're going to become, you're going to become a teller, you're going to become like a district manager, you're going to become
overnight,
you're just going to build up, right? That's like the career path. But then like millennials now, they'll go like, well, I became a bank teller, but now I'm going to be a grocery clerk, but I don't like that anymore.
Well, I think it's funny.
And now I'm going to be a veterinarian, and now I'm going to go be in the army. Like, they just chose.
Well, I think it's funny, too, because they always call us boomers, but the reality is that just shows how dumb they are, because we're actually Generation X. And the boomers are the
You're
ones,
a boomer? You're not a boomer.
No, they call us boomers. They say, okay, whatever, boomer. But the reality is, baby boomers, that's what I'm saying, they don't do their homework. Like,
my parents are boomers.
Exactly, but they don't understand that. Everyone older than 16 is like a boomer, apparently. I don't know, but
no, they're calling a lot of people up to age 37 now as a millennial, which is annoying as fuck.
Well, it's on the cusp. That's why it's on the cusp.
Well, I consider it the lost generation. We're the Xennials, because we're not with the Generation X, but we're also not with Generation Millennial.
That's a fair statement.
It's like a small. It's like 80. It's like 85 to 90. Because like I say you're a millennial if you can't remember growing up without internet.
My brother's in that category.
I didn't get a cell phone until I was 18. I grew up without the internet. I didn't get the internet. I got I remember 28.8K modems. I remember beta.
Yeah.
I remember all these things because I grew up with a family like that. Like all my siblings are older, so all my siblings are not in millennials. So like I grew up with them, so that's the lifestyle.
Yes,
I had.
I get it. Yep, I get it. You're like you're an honorary member of the fan club, sort of thing.
Right.
For Generation X. No, I get it. So I didn't want to turn this into a millennial bashing thing either. But
we should. Millennials should be bashed. I get it.
No, but the problem is like my thing is. If YouTube if online streaming is the way to go because it's virus, I mean, like, there's going to be no more regular entertainment as we know it, in my opinion. Like, because more people are just going to flock to this stupid shit on internet than they will on regular TV at some point. And, like, to me, I find it annoying that I can't just watch a show with the credits anymore. Like, they always skip the credits, or they shrink the credits, or they say you want to skip the credits. Like, in our biz, I just want to read who was in it and who did what work. You know what I mean? And yes, I can IMDb it, but at the same time,
it's so fucking annoying when the credits roll. Oh my god, Netflix! Yeah. If you Google it, there's actually a petition to get Netflix to give it an option, because Hulu has it as an option. So why doesn't fucking Netflix? So yeah, you just found out about it.
Yes, thank you. By the way,
but Disney Plus lets you play through the whole credits. Actually,
no, they don't.
Oh, maybe they don't.
You have to skip back.
Maybe they did for the Marvel movies because they know there's a PS.
Yeah, no. For TV shows, they shrink it down. So if you want to read it, you have to push a button
reselect it. There should be an option. I want to give respect.
Because they did it for the Mandalorian. Because I was very curious when we were potting about Mandalorian. I was very curious about who did what right away. In detail.
Want to respect everyone who's done the show, except reality TV show. Erase that shit. I don't want to. That's the talk today, isn't it? We're talking about reality TV shows.
Reality TV, yes, the whole time. Reality television.
Reality TV shows.
Yep.
But I get it. I mean, I don't know. I don't get it, but I get it. There's so many things going on that I understand, but I get it.
What is you also mentioned the news. That has become
the news are totally reality television. But now it's really like, Which
it's beyond ridiculous. I can't watch any news anymore.
It's all fiction.
Like that. Yeah, either the world is burning down so bad that I don't even watch the news anymore because of that, or it's so far obscured. Like I can't. I used to be able to watch like 7 or 8 different services, and I would be able to read through between the lines. Now I literally cannot read anything.
Well, now that's why the great thing is about reality TV going on, or reality videos like TikTok. Fuck TikTok.
Yes, because it's live on real people.
But IG, Instagram, and Facebook, you're seeing these things, and you actually get to see. You pick some new things up. So I'm appreciating like. Because there's a lot of negative going on in the news right now. So I appreciate, recently there was a video going on the line, and I'm glad my friend posted it because you don't see it much. Some Karen, we all know what Karens are, right? Those white bitches with the short hairs.
Yes.
One called the cops on these black kids playing football on the street. The cops showed up, but on the video, right away, the cops started playing football with the kids.
Yeah.
And I thought that was really cool. And they were white cops. For anyone who wants to,
or if there's any kind of event,
and it was a good thing. Like, why aren't we talking about the good stuff going on?
Right. Well, but social media as a whole, you made a good point because I was thinking like I personally hate social media in a lot of aspects. Even it's very important to our business.
Very important.
But you know, like sometimes it's the only outlet that people have, like in China, to show what's really happening, or even the United States or anywhere else. So that is a positive about the social media aspect of entertainment. But I gotta say, for final thoughts, I wanted to ask you what was like one of your favorite reality shows that we went very wide here with American Gladiators to WWE to cooking shows. So what was what's like the one that you always enjoyed watching? And then I would say, which one do you wish you could just destroy to no end? You'd never want to see it again.
I haven't even seen Kim Kardashian's live reality TV show, and I think that should be obliterated from the earth. Just because of the outcry of like how she is, just ridiculous. Hers and Paris Hilton's, I think, is just so fucking. So what ridiculous. Was one of my favorite? The one I would say back when I was growing up, because right now I really don't like reality TV shows. Like I said, if you put it on, I'll probably watch it and think it's funny. Like American Pickers, or my friend just showed me what is that? Hoarders, or no, Penny Pinchers?
Yeah.
Which is gnarly as fuck, and I'll watch it, and it pisses me off watching it. Like, how fucking crazy are you? But the show I actually enjoyed watching on my own was Monster Garage and Monster House.
Okay. Yeah. For me, like I said early on, I did really like watching American Chopper because I liked seeing how creative they were with making those bikes. And they would do themes like, for firehouses. The Xbox had one.
And they made them from scratch, which is fucking awesome.
They made them from scratch. And I thought that was always cool. I always liked the cooking shows. I'm with you. Kim Kardashian show, never, or Desperate Housewives. Like, no way in hell have I watched.
Is that reality TV show? I thought that was scripted completely.
Well. But then, you know what? I totally forgot about the singing ones. Like Simon Cowell, America's Got Talent.
Oh, American Idol.
The American Idol, and
that's a big one.
Like Masked Singers. Like those are like a new kind of stuff.
Or what about
that? Oh, that reminded me of what was it called? Egg McMahon, his show, Star Search. That was like Star Search.
Star Search.
Or back in the 80s, if you really want to go there, like Lifestyles of the Rich and Fabulous, where they go and tour the houses of the rich people.
I was going to say, or the rapper version where it's Cribs.
Great, Cribs, yeah.
But exactly. I mean, there's a lot of reality TV shows out there. I mean, we probably can talk more about them and all that shit and rip onto TikTok more because TikTok's wretched.
Well, I would say the one positive thing about reality TV shows is if you never understood another quality
Dirty Jobs is another one.
Yeah.
That's a great one, too. I'd watch that. Anyways, go on. Sorry.
Well, I was just going to say, like, like Hoarders. I learned, like, I was like, that's a thing. And then I start watching it, and I'm like, my God, like, Matt, wow, there's a lot of people that are like that. No, I'm serious.
You watch porn, and there's a lot of fetish things out there.
well, first of all, I've never seen porn hoarders. I mean, that would be.
I'm sure
like,
they're out there.
Where are you? I'm still looking for you. Like, I don't know, but like, I'm just saying, I was, Hoarders, Deadliest Catch, to see what other people do, like I said, Gold Rush. I mean,
it's their mindset.
It's interesting to see, or like I would never watch it, but like Ice Truckers, whatever the hell it was, where they're driving over like frozen lakes or something. I don't even know. I'm guessing.
No, yeah. I think that's what it was. There's a lake that freezes over during a portion of the year, and they can drive trucks across it.
Right. So, I mean, I'm just saying, like, it's interesting to see those jobs, like what's out there. If anything, for millennials, I mean, there's a lot out there. You could watch this and say, hey, maybe I want to learn to do that someday, you know?
No, they have some good things behind it because you get to see things like personalities like, oh, am I a real hoarder? And you watch Hoarders. I'm not a hoarder.
No.
You know, you can actually see
I'm just
shit
messy.
Like that. Yeah. So you actually can know that. And like when you watch,
but if you were a hoarder, you would also know that you're not alone, and that you know
there's help out there. Even like Small People, Big World, or what is it? No, like Biggest Loser, where like see if you can lose weight.
Yes,
and all that.
Yep.
There are reality TV shows trying to help people, but there's so many people in the world, and of course they're only going to pick the people that have personalities they want to put on TV.
Well, then producers too are going to destroy. You know, like what was it? John and Kate plus 8. Do you remember that? Like the family of like 8 kids.
God, no, there's 14 kids, but she had 8 at once.
Oh God, are you serious?
I think she had 2 twins first, and then she had quadruplets, and then she wanted to have 8 more. Or she didn't want 8 more. She wanted.
Well, we watched their family literally get torn apart on live television. And
I think they recently just did a reunion, and I think that the 8 octuplets are like older, like 12 or 13 or 10.
Oh, they got to be way older now. They got to be way older now. It's been like 20 years since that was on.
I'm gonna Google this after we're done here.
Yeah, that's good. So, well, anyways, reality television. It's got a lot of variety for people to pick and choose what they want.
And it's been around longer than you think.
Yes, it has. Also, any final thoughts?
That was the final thoughts I thought. You said.
Excellent. Love that thought. Okay, so thank you for listening to Entertainment Banter. My name is Matt.
And my name is Joel. And the little raccoon, his name is Little Matt. And I'm done.